today, digital world. Today we're going to answer some more amazing questions from the amazing data visualization module that everybody's excited about, and of course they're all working hard on, especially on assignment 2. So let's jump right in. The first question is, hi Bob, I have watched the YouTube video, but I can't seem to find the contact details for the demonstrators anywhere. I think I'm going to have to come onto campus to do the assignment, as I've tried everything I can think of to get any sort of program running on both Windows and Mac, and I just keep getting errors. I've tried to resolve, but the resolutions from Google don't seem to work. Are there any rooms with PCs that you know of on campus that will allow me to download software? I'm unsure, as I didn't study at Swansea previously. So the answer to part 1 about the teaching assistants, or the demonstrators rather, there are 2 of them for this module. The contact information for one of them is on the module syllabus, right? So the names of the demonstrators or the teaching assistants for this module are Liam McNabb and Elif Firat, whose surname I don't pronounce perfectly. And you can find all of their contact information on my webpage. So if you can find my webpage, you'll see a list of students there. They're both PhD candidates in data visualization, and you can click on the links next to their names, their hyperlinked names rather, and you find all their contact details. Are there any rooms with PCs that you know of on campus that will allow me to download the software? Yes, so the 2 labs that we usually use, or that I know of, are the Linux lab, which is on the 5th floor of the Faraday Tower. And then there's the Windows, so-called Windows lab, which is in Wallace Room 217, the normal lab that we use on Fridays as part of the module where the demonstrators are. So the software can be installed in both of those labs. Also, like if you make an appointment with one of the teaching assistants, they can sit down and maybe even on the 4th floor of Faraday Tower at a machine that's available and download and install some software. The next question is from a fellow staff member. Hi Bob, I hope you're having a good Easter. Thank you very much. I have a student who is in your visualization module and has emailed me because they are struggling to get the software installed to complete your coursework. I have taken a look at the software and cannot get the software to install myself either. Is the software available on the lab machines at all? So the software is not currently installed on the lab machines that I'm aware of. However, the College of Science technicians will install software if you explain to them what you want. So the College of Science has an IT team, and they will install any software on any of the machines in any of the labs that they're managing if you provide them with the information they need. So firstly, they're contactable. They have an email address. It's cosit@swansea.ac.uk. That's COSIT @swansea.ac.uk. They also have a telephone number, which is 01792 295 5007 if you want to just give them a call. And you can also see them in person, so they're kind of hiding in the corner of the 4th floor of Faraday Tower. And they do like it when nobody knows where they are, so nobody can go bother them, but it is possible to go see them in person. And when I have something important, then I always go and see them in person. Now you'll have to be very specific with your requests. So you'll have to give them the course, the module number, the name of the module, the assignment that you're working on. So assignment 2, you'll have to provide them with exactly the details of the software you want installed, and you'll have to specify which lab you need it to be installed in. If you provide them with all the information they need, they will install the software for you, and they have done this in previous years. Also, you'll need to give them some time, right? You'll need to give them at least 24 hours or something like that. They should, if you ask them how much time they need, they will let you know how much time they need to get the software installed. Question 3-ish. Hi Bob, I'm using NVivo and have looked at the sample data sets they provide. Since they are provided as examples, an optimal solution for rendering the dataset has already been given. For instance, a dataset may come with a predefined transfer function. Since I have not defined this myself, would it be considered cheating if I used it in the assignment? The short answer is no, that's not considered cheating. The whole point of the first part is just to make sure you've installed the software properly. It's kind of like free and easy points. And then just get the examples up and running so you know that the software works. That's kind of part of the objective of part 1 before you work on the more difficult data sets like Sally and Betty and the Visible Human. If we didn't have part 1, and you ran into a problem with Sally or Betty, then you might not know if your problem was due to the data set or the software. And by getting the sample data set up and running first, you know that it's not due to the software if you run into problems. So that's the idea. The other thing is the assignment does ask you to describe the transfer function and the volume rendering method used. So hopefully you at least understand what is happening and what the user interface is telling you, and enough to be able to understand what you're seeing in the imagery on the screen rather. Next question. Hi Dr. Laramie. Over the past week or so, I've been attempting coursework too, and I've created a few visualizations using different tools to get a feel for the coursework. For example, MATLAB, Python plus VTK, and ParaView. Well done, by the way, getting all those to work. By the way, MATLAB is already installed on the machines in the labs, so you can use MATLAB as well. I forgot to mention that. I was just wondering, at what standard were you expecting our visualizations to be? Here is an example of the one I made in ParaView recently, showing a contour of the angular velocity of Sally and colored by its Q criteria. And then he provides a link to a YouTube video which shows his results, which I looked at. Whilst researching flow visualization for the coursework, I've noticed the standard of their visualizations seem to be considerably more complex. Would something like the visualization shown above be okay, or should I be looking to create one at a higher standard? So the visualization you sent me, I did have a look at, and it's very good, and it's definitely up to standard. And I think it's great that you did some research to see if any other images, similar images, might be generated of that data set, because of course they are out there. So what you provided is great and suits the coursework fine. Basically, the quality of the images needs to be such that you can start to guess or hypothesize what it is. Sally represents a phenomenon, and what is that phenomenon? What is it? Can you start to guess at what you're seeing? And it has to be informative, and that's the idea. So, yeah. I hope I've answered everybody's questions adequately, and if you have any more questions, please send them my way. Some of the more observant viewers probably already noticed that I'm wearing a new shirt today. It is the Computer Graphics and Visual Computing Conference shirt. Here's a preview of it. 2018. Right, we are hosting a conference on the 13th and 14th of September. I suggest you check out that exciting webpage and to learn more about the conference. And yeah, if you want to see some exciting developments in computer graphics and visual computing, including data visualization, that would be a great event to attend. Happy Tuesday.
Why away from the smell you can plainly tell there's Podgy and Brew nearby.